brand new website, martymusic.com.
Can you guys hear my TV?
So thank you so much for the continued support. This is the second video in a little mini series on beginner strumming patterns that are very useful for you. Want to get that natural rhythm feeling with our strumming hand and not get too distracted with the recording. So this one, this pattern.
So we're going to learn how to strum.
So check them out. They all were
Yep, we hear it. Nimechukua guitar yangu pia. Awesome. So guys, najifunza how to play guitar. So be nice with me. Today I'm learning how to strum. Down, up, down.
So I'll do it and then you do it. Down, up, down.
Down, down.
So down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, 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 down. So like there's two
Hiyo ni
ups
tricky.
and then up, down, up. So watch again. Up, 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 down, up. Up, 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 down, up. And it ends with the up.
Up, up, down. Niko day one. Please don't judge me, and I won't judge you. Guys, like this live. Tafadhali. I hate begging for likes. I'm also live on YouTube. Can you guess how many people are on my YouTube? Just do a wild guess. Just guess how many people, like the crowd on my YouTube. So we are 0 people. Imagine 0. Anyway, back to class. Thank you, Joanne, for the likes.
Okay, so if that was super easy for you, let's keep going. And also, I recommend you sharing these videos with other beginners because this is very
strumming is not easy. In fact, it's not
so let's take a G chord,
intuitive as I have thought.
On the E, second fret on the A, and then for right now, we'll do ring finger if you can on the 3rd fret of the high E. We'll do the pattern with that G major chord. All right, so let's do it together. Here we go. we'll do 2 of those rhythm
That
patterns
was
on G
definitely
chord,
not easy,
and then 2
and
of the rhythm
it
patterns
was
on
so
the C
bad.
chord, which G and C go together all the time in songs. And what I recommend you do, I've seen a lot of beginners when they start trying to play the C chord, they start by kind of targeting their index finger on the first fret of the B string, and you'll get the chord down a lot faster if you target your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A
You
string.
guys can see
That
my
should target. I mean, eventually the chord will form, but if you start with that, it gets your hand in the proper shape much quicker than this one, which your hand could be sticking
I
out
want you
here
to see
and
my
you have to bring it in. You're going to do 2 rhythm patterns on G and then 2 rhythm patterns on C, and we're going to do that, and I want you to play along with me. And if you get lost, just go right back to the rhythm. This is all about rhythm right now, so just go right back to your right
try
hand.
one down
If you
strum
get
fast.
lost, and then
Achana
try
na
and pick
machi
this up again.
shorts.
So let's start with the G chord. Here we go.
Shorts.
2 patterns on
Wacha
G,
wacha
2
nijaribu
patterns
hii.
on C. Here we go.
Sikieni tu vile nimeiva. Have fun na guitar. Try make your own. But imagine that's what I'm doing. Eventually you'll get a hang of it. I hope so. But I think I'm doing my own things. I think ninaunda tu pattern zangu tu. Mwenda. But there's an easier one. YouTube inakaaje? Yes. My challenge is switching between chords
Pattern number 2.
from
Thanks
this
again for
one
hanging out here at
to
Marty Music. Be
this
sure to
other
check the
one.
next video for rhythm pattern
Inanikalia.
number 3. And also at the end of this video, a little end plate there, you'll have a link right to my easy acoustic songs.
Sawa, nimeachana
You
na
know,
na
some
Mr.
real
Shorts.
songs. Marty Music, here I am. And thanks again. We'll see you in.
So then let me do what's yesterday. I was learning yesterday.
So
Day
we're
4.
bringing in some real groove, some proper rhythm. So up to now, the right hand's just been kind of there, but not doing very much apart from that single strum. And now we're going to bring in your first rhythm pattern. So it's a really exciting day. I'm going to take you through this really
Big up
slowly
to
so you
Tesh
understand how to
and
work a rhythm
Adano.
pattern, how to make a groove. So pick up the guitar and let's get started.
Guys, in the next 2 months nitakuwa nawachezea hapa rumba. Oh my god. That is so loud. Tafukuzwa na majirani.
Okay, so if you're new to this course and you've just come through to this on YouTube,
Let's go to skip the intro.
your right hand and being able to write that out or read that from a piece of paper or spreadsheet.
But then,
whatever
Joan,
it is,
can you
or
play a
spreadsheet,
guitar?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? A piece of
ukweli.
paper or chord chart or wherever you find these rhythm patterns. And also eventually, and this is crucial, being able to listen to a song and going, that's the rhythm pattern. So we're going to be teaching the real essentials here that you need to know so that you're able to eventually, over the next couple of weeks or months, be able to listen to a song and see that rhythm pattern and be able to then translate that to your life. So for example, if I took my 2 chords that we've been learning, the E minor and the C major 7, and suddenly started to add a bit of groove, you know, we put that with a little bit of a drum beat as we've been doing. So if I bring up that drum track that we've been using, suddenly you can see how it can go from just a basic movement
Wongo.
forward.
Share
Start
video.
adding something a little bit more like
Share video. Show me. In fact, go live. Join the live with your guitar.
you know, we get suddenly something that starts to sound like a song, right? So it's really important part of this. And there's a couple of key things that we need to remember. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing this out for you, because there's a few really important steps that we need to take in order to really get rhythm patterns clear in our minds and then onto the guitar. So the magical drawing board comes right back inside that other thing. And I'm going to draw this out. Okay, so just bear with me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so if we just have a little look back, okay? So what I've drawn out there is a simple bar of 4. So in the last lesson, we talked about this concept of a 4/4 bar. So basically we count to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it starts again. So we've got those numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our bar, okay? Notice that in between that, we've got these plus symbols now, okay? And that is, instead of plus, we call it and. So this verbally out loud is 1
And 2 and 3 and 4 and
okay, and that is how we're going to divide our bar.
Mohammed
What that basically
Hatim
means is that in that bar of
685,
4
welcome.
beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can now get in 8 different notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so we can fit essentially 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into our bar of 4. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I kind of get that.
The
but
first
I
day I
don't
threw
really understand
tantrum
what it
and
means
broke
at
my
this point, and
string
that's totally
down.
understandable. Let me show you. So now
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
going to bring in some arrows. Okay, so let me just draw some
I bought this
lovely
guitar.
arrows on this. Okay, and suddenly this.
Sasa wacha hata wewe. Me, I bought this guitar I think 3 years ago. 2020. No, 2022 or 2022. That's like 2 years ago. Two years ago. Nikaanza exercise. In fact, nilikuwa nafanya tu easy exact lessons. And when it came to like learning the chords, I was muting my chords and I gave up. So for 2.5 years, my guitar has just been sitting idle in the house as a very nice decor. So hii mwaka ndo nimeamua.
It's going to start to make a little bit more sense.
Hii mwaka lazima iwork.
So, arrows, this is our rhythm pattern, okay? And you can see the down arrows represent when I physically go down with my strumming hand. And the up arrows represent when I come up with my strumming hand. So, if you see someone playing the guitar and singing and playing a song, you'll notice that that right hand is constantly moving down and up. That's what this represents. So across my bar of 4, I'm doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up with my right hand, okay? And as it stands at the moment, what we can just get out of that is that without even actually physically hitting the guitar, we're going to get used to the fact that across my bar of 4, my right hand is constantly moving. So just have that there for a second. Let's just put that down for 1 second. Pick up the guitar again. And what that means is that I'm going to be going simply like this with my right hand. 1 and 2
and 3 and 4 and 5.
Okay? So it's air guitar at this point. It's all ghost notes. 1
And 2 and 3 and 4 and
we're not hitting anything. It's just simply the movement of my hand. Okay? So one of the first things I want you guys to do is just simply that. Pick up the guitar and just try and go like this. Count
Samilandia
what I'm doing.
_ Micronation, welcome.
and 3
Alex,
and
welcome.
4 and again 1 and 2
two brackets,
and 3
welcome.
and 4 and just keep doing that. Okay.
1
What I'm going to do is I'm
and
going to
2
put that beat back
and
on now
3
at 65.
and 4
No, in fact, we're going to go
and
down. I
5.
think we'll go to 60 BPM for the purpose of this demonstration. We'll put that beat back on. Oh, well, this one. So, if you remember, we were counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I want to count 1 and 2 and like that. Okay. So that the right hand matches up like this. 1 and 2
and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2
and 3 and 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Go with me. 1,
2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2
right.
and 3 and 4.
Because we are going to get into that in some more detail. We're going to need it even slower. So that's our first step, is understanding that across this bar of 4, we divide it into 8.
What do you think is harder, learning a guitar or a piano?
And that's what your right hand is always doing.
No,
okay?
learning a
No
guitar
matter how
or
advanced
learning
you
a
get
manual
on the guitar, if
car.
your right hand is just constantly doing that, you know.
Which one is harder? Paul. Which
See that right hand? It never stops
is
moving.
harder?
As fast as it gets, it still continues to move. So we're developing that at this stage. You learn it well once, and everything will unlock for you going forward. Okay, so it's a massive, massive
A
thing.
guitar.
So there's the right hand movement. And now what we're going to be doing is actually adding in the strums. So let's put that down. Okay. So if you want to just be kind of practicing that movement
piano.
down, up, try and actually say out loud 1 and
2 and 3 and 4
and that
and
helps hugely. You know, literally say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as you do it. Now what we're going to start to do is we're going to start to assign specific arrows to what we actually hit on the guitar. So I'm going to use the green to do that. Okay. So we're going to say that we're going to hit the first beat and the second beat. Okay. So hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I'm going to try and make it as clear as I can. But we are now where we've got the green arrows or red arrows or whatever highlighted arrows. So in this case, the 1 and 2. That's where we're going to be actually hitting the strings. Okay. So it's going to sound like bring, bring, 3 and 4 and bring, bring, 3 and 4 and bring, bring, 3 and 4 and
bring,
like that.
bring,
Okay. So just
3
bear that
and
in mind.
4.
Okay. So
Bring, 3 and 4. I mean, the chords are the same. Ukijua kucheza guitar, it won't be that hard to learn the piano. Okay. But unajua kucheza guitar, you're not using, as in there's no this kind of chord. You can't mute the guitar chords like the way you can. This one here, there's a mechanism and technique. Lazima ushike hizi chords and then you switch between them. I feel like learning the guitar is harder. That's just my opinion though. Mindset, my guy.
So with that,
mindset, sour.
thinking on the 1 and the 2, as I say 1 and 2, and I'm going to put my E minor chord on.
Anyway,
I'm going to
I don't
actually
know.
hit those strings. Apart from that, I just keep that right hand moving. So it'll be like this. I'll count myself in. 1 and 2.
So there's a poll here.
3
You can
and
vote.
4 and 1
And 2 and 3 and 4 and
1 and 2 and
3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1
So
and
I'm going to put that beat back on. It's a bit slower now. 3 and 4 and
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1
and 2.
2 and 3
Keep that
and
right
4
hand moving.
and
Don't
1
stop.
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and...
How are you finding that? Let's go back to our chart.
Definitely. What do you mean
And add
definitely?
even more time, so our rhythm pattern. And now what I'm going to bring in is one more arrow. We're going to kind of aim to work towards a full rhythm pattern here. But you can start seeing this is a rhythm pattern. You know, that could be a part of a song. Bring, bring. And it's a simple one, but it could be what you need. So that's a rhythm pattern. We're going to advance it a little bit, and we're going to try and do this now. So notice that I've got the two and, so this and is now highlighted as well. So that one I'm now going to hit as well. Okay, so I'm going to go down, down,
True.
up.
Guitar is harder.
4.
Down,
Bring, bring, bring. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little bit harder because it's going to be very, very tempting to want to do this one as a down arrow. You're going to almost feel like you want to break that movement. But what you need to remember here is that by learning it so that you've already done all the beats by air strumming, that movement doesn't need to change. All you need to do is just make contact with the strings very naturally. We're just flowing with it. Okay, so we're now going to do 1, 2, and in terms of where we physically hit the strings. All right, so let's practice this.
Yep.
This is where it gets a
Guitar
little
is
bit
harder.
harder. So it'll be very interesting to see how you
You're
guys go.
damn right, my nigga.
So E minor. Let's do it nice and slowly first. So I'll count myself in. Always good just to get that right arm moving, so you get used to that movement. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So notice how I'm not changing that movement. If you just look at my right hand with the camera muted, it just looks like I'm doing exactly the same thing I've been doing all the way through this whole video. But
This
of course
thing is
now I'm
hard.
actually just making contact with that 2 and. Okay? So try and keep it as loose as possible. Okay? Something like I was saying that a lot of students do when they first try this is like this. 1, 2, and they force that downstroke, extra downstroke to try and get the sound. But remember, as soon as you feel like you've broken this movement, then you've probably done it wrong. So we just want to keep this movement nice and flowing. You can do it in front of a mirror just so you can see that that is continuously going. And we try again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 the drum beat a couple of times round. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and
4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3
BPM
and 4.
so far. Okay, so please
Yeah,
go
that
ahead and
is
go over
so
that.
damn
Use the
hard.
kind of backing tracks there. The 50 BPM one is ideal. I would think is a good starting place with this. It's not too slow that it's really unnatural, but it's slow enough to kind of be thinking about it whilst you're doing it. And now this is the final kind of strumming pattern that we're going to be learning now. Okay, so I'm just highlighting one more. Okay, so we're highlighting the 4 as well. So let's just have a little look at that.
Unanicheka.
1, 2, and 4. So now we've got the 4 highlighted as well. So the strumming pattern now will sound something like bring, bring, bring,
Bring,
bring, bring, bring, bring, bring, like that. Okay. So you've got now. This is the full pattern that we're going to be learning. This is what I want you to learn. This pattern. But it's so important to go through the process of getting to this pattern. We've actually kind of learned, 3 different rhythm patterns there. One with just 1, then 2, then 3, and then now we're doing the 4th one. So we've got a lot going on here. So don't worry if this is all still feeling really funky. It will take a bit of time, but this is the pattern we're now going to learn. Okay, so let's have that, and I recommend heading over to the website because having that pattern up in front of you on the screen really helps kind of your mind kind of get onto that essentially. So you can see it and you're kind of counting along, and you can see the visual arrows on the website. It'll be a red arrow rather than a green one. The red just doesn't show up very well on the blackboard for whatever reason. So this will sound like this. I'm going to put that E minor chord back on and go like this. Count myself in. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so again, let's get those basic rules right. The right hand is always moving. It's counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're trying to count that and move that. That's hard. Okay, so that's your first step. Then as that gets a little bit easier, perhaps doing it with a drum beat makes it a bit easier, you're then trying to attach the 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Those are the beats that you're actually hitting. So pick up the guitar now if you haven't already, and let's do it together with this drum beat a few times round, okay? And then I'll give you your exercise to practice. So here's the beat. Let's just start by getting that right hand in time with the beat. 1, 2, 3. You see, that's just nice and in time. That down, 2, 3, 4. Then we can start. And 2, and 3, and 4. And get the chord on. 2, and we're going to start this pattern. 3 and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
Unaona nikimake it kweli?
Now some of you might be going to say something like this in your head.
Do you think I'll ever learn this thing?
Down,
Up, down, down, up.
Which is what the words do. As long as that right hand is in. That's not good if you start going like this. Down, down, up, down. You know, if that hand stops in between that 2 and 4, then it's no good. So the reason I like the count is it reminds you at this early stage. It doesn't mean that forever you're going to have to be counting through it, and it certainly doesn't mean that in a song you'll be counting. Not at all. It just means that you're able to decipher and work out any rhythm pattern because you've learnt it this way. Once you get it into the song, you know, it'll start feeling much more flowing, much more natural. You don't have to be kind of going through it in this way, but learning it like this is crucial so that you can easily then play it in a song. Okay. So your task, your homework, shall we say, is to use a drum beat. So 50 BPM, I would recommend.
My homework, and I'm at home.
And try to use it on both chords. So you're going to do
Doing
2
the work.
bars.
So is it
or
really
4
homework?
bars. This is kind of up to you. So I'm going to say, for now,
Takutumia
we're gonna
tutorials
say
yenye I
2
used to.
bars of
Yes,
C major
please.
and
Nitumie
2
sahi.
bars of C major.
What's up?
Okay.
Kindly.
So that means I'm going to count
In fact,
4 twice on the E minor.
if
and
you
then
can
I'm
share
gonna
it
C
now,
major 7, okay?
I can stream it
Hopefully all that
and
work
try
that
it.
you've been putting in, changing the chords. now
Please.
means that that's a little
Please,
bit
Joanne. Please, Joanne. Please send that tutorial.
your task, your aim. Okay, so here's that drum beat again. Get my hand moving.
play and send. Please do. So you do it now.
1 and 2.
So you play it now.
Now,
Then you
start in a position where this happens.
then you send it to me.
Something like this.
Then nitaicheza.
You just about moving up with it, and then you on that chord.
Hey babe, join. Welcome. Nothing to see here. Just a beginner learning how to strum a guitar.
Okay, so don't rush it. Okay, there's gonna be there's a lot going on. So you kind of start to split that brain into two, which is a big part of learning the guitar. Your left hand's doing something and your right hand's doing something now. Okay, because we've put a fair bit of work into the left hand so far, we're now starting to let that do its thing. So you don't need to overthink that. You just need to be thinking, right, I'm just going E minor to C major 7. Okay, I'm just moving. The same practice I've been doing. Okay, you have to try and leave that E minor so that you play that 4th beat. As soon as you play that 4th beat, get yourself over to that C major 7 as quick as you can.
Also, switching between
Now,
chords.
obviously, if you
Hey,
miss
it's
that
hard
first
for
one,
me.
Don't worry
From
about
this
it. Keep
to-
the arm moving and come back in the next bar.
To this.
Okay, so here's an example of how I would do that.
This from
And 3,
this to this, then add this
2,
to this.
3,
in
and
Go.
4, and 1, and I missed it, and see that right hand still moving. No, coming now. 1 and 2, and back to the E minor. Maybe get that. Okay. So it's going to be a massive trial and error process. So you might want to do it a couple of times around without the drum beat, then put the drum beat on and try and do it. Remember, every time you put that beat on, it makes it easier to kind of force that right hand into a rhythm. It also makes it better in terms of practicing the speed of your change, because you put that little bit of pressure on yourself, but in a fun way, of course. In like an enjoyable musical way. So there we have it. Okay, that's your task. Okay, and it will take a bit of time. Don't worry, we're going to be developing this a lot more. I'm not expecting it to be perfect by tomorrow.
Definitely won't be
But
perfect.
now, whenever you're doing your movement between the E minor and the C major 7, I want you to try and bring in that strumming pattern. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. That's it for today. Please do head on over to the next lesson when you're ready, which you can find here, or you can start from the beginning of the playlist right on YouTube over here. Also, if you want to leave us a comment, we'll do our best to answer any questions that you might have, and pop us a like and subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. Every little helps. Thank you so much, guys. Speak to you later.
All right, so let's try that was day 4. Let's try day 5. I'm supposed to do day 5 today. And it seems my YouTube has my YouTube is loading. Oh, na 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 na. Chuna miadarati na na. So day 5.
Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome back to day 5 of our 30-day beginner challenge. And really happy with our progress so far. You've gone through all the main elements that you need to get a simple rhythm and chord change thing going on, and that is still to be practiced. So today, whilst you're still practicing that, because that is going to take a couple of days, so just keep doing that, essentially, is the moral of the story. In terms of your physical practice, that's your focus still. But today we're going to get the brain working a little bit more, and we're going to do a little bit of theory that you need to know. Now, all the way through this course, you will find little pockets of theory like this, and it's a great thing to just listen to, embrace, and know that it's going to massively help as you progress on with it. So it might not be instantly
You make it clap.
applicable straight away, but
Make
it's
it
definitely
clap.
something that, whereby if you know it,
Make it
you're
clap.
going to find that in the next stages,
Make it
everything's going to feel a lot easier. Okay, so we're really setting up those foundations.
Jaunty.
on a theory sense.
Jaunty juggler.
Pick up
Welcome.
your guitar and let's get started.
That intro is loud. Yeah, super loud. Takutwa na caretaker. Now watchman.
Into this course, and you've just come through to this on YouTube, then please remember that you can head on
Skip to the tutorial. $66 likes. Guys, if let's get to 100 likes, kindly. And my YouTube is loading. That's why I am here looking at you guys. Have nothing to say. That is so weird, YouTubers. Let me switch to the okay. It's now back to normal. So let me play.
We're going to be knowing quickly how to know what every single note is on the neck just by knowing your E and A string notes. Okay, so lots to cover here. Now, we don't really need the guitar at this very moment. We'll pick it back up again in a second. So just pop that down, and we're going to be going to the blackboard.
Yay!
First thing we kind of need to establish here is, and I'm going to have my little cup of tea here, you know, proper teacher moment, right? I'm just chilling. We're having a great theory lesson. I need my cup of tea. So we're going to be needing to first of all know the basics of notes in music, in Western music, okay? And there's a certain set of notes. We've got 12 notes essentially in Western music, okay? And that Western music, that's an important term. Anything that we typically know as, you know, blues, pop, rock, jazz, funk, any kind of genre that you can really think of that isn't, you know, a totally different style of music. So kind of Indian music, for example, has a different kind of format. But for Western music, so everything you're going to be playing really is going to be involving these 12 notes. Okay, so I'm going to write it from A, because let's just think of this alphabetically. Okay, the 12 notes that we need to know are A sharp. Just follow me on this for a second. B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then we come back to A. Okay, so let's just draw a little line there. So let's just have a little look at that. So these are the notes that we're talking about here. So A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then we come back to the start. So a very basic, there's no H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You know, we go through the alphabet, we go as far as G, G sharp. We'll talk about the sharps in a second. It doesn't go to H. Certainly not in English anyway. In other languages, it actually does, but we're not going to worry about that. Having lived in Poland for a few years, it has blown my mind to find an H in this whole thing. But, you know, from English point of view,
B and E don't have a sharp.
How we do this. And we come back to A at the end. So G, G sharp, and then you're back to the start of A, okay? And every note, apart from two of them, has a sharp. Okay, so just don't think any harder about that. It's just another musical value. Okay, A, that's the sound of an A. Okay, that's what an A sounds like. I'll play that on the guitar in a second. A sharp, that's the next note up. Okay, we call this, between these two, okay, between each one of these, we call that a semitone, which is an important kind of terminology to get into your mind. There's other ways to say that, but we would typically say semitone here in England. I'm trying to think what the American version is. It will come back to me. But yeah, semitone. So essentially, that's just, there's nothing in between those two. Okay, you can't do any. There's no A in the middle. It's just A to A sharp. A sharp goes to B. There's nothing in between them. Okay. The way to remember this, and this is a really important thing here, is because all you're trying to do at this point is just remember this. You know, that essentially in music, all the notes that you have, all the notes you'll find on the guitar, which we'll pick up again in a second, is here. Okay, it will just keep going round and round that. So you'll go through this A sharp, B, C sharp, 1 fret by fret. It will just go up and up and up. When it gets to A, it just starts again. But now this A is an octave higher. Okay, so it's the same note but higher in pitch. That's something that's really important. Let me just kind of establish that on the guitar quickly.
Yay!
So our
I
A
have 2
string
viewers
is
on YouTube. Yay! Anyway,
remember,
back to class.
and as I just simply go up one by one, A. Essentially, that's just, there's nothing in between those two. Okay, you can't do any. There's no A in the middle. It's just A to A sharp. A sharp goes to B. There's nothing in between that. Okay, the way to remember this, and this is a really important thing here, is because all you're trying to do at this point is just remember this. You know that essentially in music, all the notes that you have, all the notes you'll find on the guitar, which we'll pick up again in a second, is here. Okay, it'll just keep going round and round that. So you'll go through this A sharp, B, C sharp, 1 fret by fret. It will just go up and up and up. When it gets to A, it just starts again. But now this A is an octave higher. Okay, so it's the same note but higher in pitch. That's something that's really important. Let me just kind of establish that on the guitar quickly. So if we've got A, so our A string is.
Yes, I am learning.
I'm hoping you remember. Second string. And as I just simply go up one by one, A.
Crispin Johnson.
Sharp,
I've started learning too. It's
B,
been 3 months.
C sharp.
It's been 3 months. I love to see someone learning. Thanks, man. Thanks. And not just learning, it's super hard. It's so hard, man. But I'm trying my best. Yo, I have 4 viewers here, and I have 4 viewers here.
E sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Okay, and when we're back to that A at the top, it's the same note. This is called an octave. What this means is it's the same note, it's now just higher in pitch. Okay, and as you keep going up the guitar, so I'm just going to kind of, don't worry too much about this, but here's an A. Again, same note, higher in pitch. Okay, there's an A. There, same note, higher in pitch, higher in pitch, higher in pitch. So you've got all those notes. Those 12 notes are just repeated over and over and over again on this neck. They just keep getting higher and higher. Okay, so we want to differentiate the note value with the pitch. Okay, you know, the note value is A. This is an A. This is an A. This is an A. Okay, there's A's all over. A. There's A's all over the place. Okay.
Honestly, I'm lost.
Okay.
I need to do music theory.
Higher, you know, and that's what you need to understand. So there's only 12 notes.
But I have
all of these are different notes. How can I ever learn all of this? But it's just
a tiny bit of knowledge of music theory.
You got 1 octave, you know, C, D, E, F, G, blah, blah, all the white keys, and then it's repeated again, repeated again, repeated again. They just keep on going up in octave, so up in pitch. Okay, so that's the first thing. Hopefully that makes sense. And
absolutely,
honestly,
no.
Don't worry if it doesn't. As long as you just remember this, that these are the notes, it will start to make sense as we explore this deeper. Okay, it's just at this point, you know, the understanding is at a very, you know, just flat level. This is it. This is what we got to work with. Okay. And something that's really worth doing is remembering that all the notes have a sharp apart from a B, okay,
and a G,
and an A.
and an A.
Okay, so the E and the B do not have sharps. And don't sit there and ask me why, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't need to know. It's just, that's just how it is. So the B doesn't have a sharp. You can see it just goes from B to C, so just up the alphabet. Equally with E, it goes from E to F, up the alphabet. There's no E sharp, there's no B sharp. They don't exist. So that's just all you need to remember. So to come away from this, what I'd like you to remember is that you go from A to G and then start all over again. They're the basic notes. Every note has a sharp apart from B and E. And if you literally remember a bumblebee, you know, bumbling around, and the spelling of a bumblebee, B-E-E, you know, the B and E do not have sharps. Okay, so B does not have a sharp. Just try and get something like that working around your head. This is a little kind of brainstem to just kind of memorize that. So B and E do not have sharps. Everything else does. A sharp, B, C, no sharp, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, no sharp, F sharp, G, G sharp. Okay, and for now that's all we need. You can also kind of say that in reverse where you get flats, but we're not going to worry about that now. That's something we will convert later on. Let's just get this as a concept down. Okay, so
Got it.
we need to bring.
What
that
is
onto
your
the
guitar?
neck.
My guitar is called Fender. Fender guitar. Is it Fender? Yes, Fender. I don't know the model.
That string is tuned to E. So you need to learn the notes going up one at a time, so a semitone apart, 1 fret apart each, starting from E. So of course, you know, it's just you just kind of roll through your alphabet and add the sharps where you need to. So we know that E doesn't have a sharp. B, E, C, sharp. So E doesn't have a sharp. So my next note up is going to be an F. E to F, C to F. Simple alphabetical mathematics.
Wait,
E
what?
to F. F to...
Say what?
Of course, you know, you just kind of roll through your alphabet and add the sharps where you need to. So we know that E doesn't have a sharp. B, E, they don't have sharps. So E doesn't have a sharp. So my next note up is going to be an F. E to F. Simple alphabetical mathematics. E to F. F to F sharp. F sharp to G. G to G sharp. G sharp to A. A to A sharp. A sharp to B. Now remember, B and E do not have sharps. So B goes straight to C. C to C sharp. C sharp to D. D to D sharp. And D sharp to E. Okay, so we've started on E, we've ended on E. 12 frets, 12 notes, job done. Okay, so that's the process that I want you to do. Okay, and you'll start to realize that these dots that you can see on the guitar, these fret markers, they're not hugely obvious on this guitar for design reasons, but on some guitars, you know, really obvious fret markers.
So why didn't they write the notes here?
Be able to see them on the neck here, little dots. They're just helping you to remember, you know, where you are. So that 3rd fret on the E string is a G. This is an A. This is a B.
See, they should have labeled them here.
Invested in desperately trying to remember that. What I get in the habit of doing for the moment.
Ollie King. Okay, from.
Okay, E string.
Okay, from top to bottom, string 1, open. Position 1, F. String 1. Open, position A. Sorry, man, I can't read that. Like, I don't understand. F, pose 3. I'm assuming you mean position. I don't know. G string 2. O, P, A. Is that a missile code? Crazy, play a C, then a D, then a G, and finally an E minor. Okay, I'll try, but I'm also not good with chords. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still a child. I'm still a kid. I'm still a turtle.
And now just count your way up. Get used to the order.
Damn.
E.
But I know this one.
F,
this one.
G.
This
G
one. Which
sharp.
one is this?
Remember.
This.
Start the alphabet. A sharp. B. C. C sharp. D. D sharp. E.
Which chord is that?
A string.
And then
A
there's
string.
this.
Second string down.
There's
A.
There's
To A sharp.
this.
Just going up a 7.
I think that's a single G.
B to C.
Then there's
C to C
this.
sharp. D. D sharp. E. No sharp. F. G. D sharp.
Am I muting my chords?
So,
on the 6th string, the first note is the F, then F sharp.
Notice those fret markers. notes.
Sixth
And
string is
and in due
open.
course, again, we want to
E, when you
memorize the
press
notes
down
on
the
fretmark
first
or
note
E and
on
F.
the sixth
Okay.
string,
So as you do
it's
it more and
F.
more, just
Guys,
spare a thought for the fact that
man,
I'm on the third fret now.
I like how you guys are assuming that
The
I
next one,
understand
that's
what
C. Okay.
the first note
Here
is.
we go. So this is the kind of thing you do away
I
from.
have no goddamn
You have a
clue.
little, just the kind of the two strings drawn out
On
from
the
12
sixth
frets,
string,
and just can you
the
go
first
E,
note
F,
is
F
F.
sharp, G? Can you basically get used to this musical alphabet rather
1,
than
2,
the kind of
3,
normal
4,
linguistic
5,
alphabet?
6.
Okay, that's what we're trying to achieve.
The first
here,
note is F.
right?
So this is the F.
Alongside your
This is the
practice of the
Then this is the F sharp.
sorry, the E minor,
Oh, this
and
is the F sharp.
7/4 with the drum beat and the strumming pattern. These little bits of theory are the kind of
Bro,
thing
I'm
you
not
can
making
do
it difficult,
way home.
but it's just
It's
I
an
just
office.
don't
Just spend
understand.
a couple of minutes doing it as well,
Ati, I wish you guys. I wish I was you guys. Holy King, 1, 2,
Just
3.
until it starts to really sink in.
E
That feels
flat,
cloud
major,
and then you
major,
start to
G
be like, okay,
major.
well,
It's
that
not
third
that
fret,
difficult.
that's
Yes,
a G.
F.
That fifth fret, that's an A. It's the kind of thing you can do ongoing.
Keep counting
And
down
later
like
on, of
that.
course, as we
So
start
this is
to
an F.
use scale,
So this is an F.
we're going to see how applicable that's going to be.
Right. So this is an F. Then this is an F sharp. Then this is a G. Then this is a G sharp. Right? Okay. And then this is an A. A sharp. No. 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 Is this an A? And then is this an A sharp? No. Okay. Then B. So are we counting on these two bars, or where do you determine like the F and the F sharp? So where in between here or here and here? So F skip 1, then G. It goes every other one. So okay, let's start together. So this is an F, right? Right? This is an F. Everything has a sharp in between. Okay. Yes, so that's an F. So is this an F sharp? The second one. Yes, it's an F sharp. So is this a G? G? Is this a G? G going once? G, F sharp. F, F sharp. So, okay, so this is a G. Okay, so this is a G. This is a G in 1000. This is a G. Okay, so is this a G sharp? G sharp. Now go to the next string. Is this a G sharp? That's all you need to know on the first string. So, okay. So is this a G? Stop at G. I stop at G. Okay. F, F sharp, G. So, and then, so which one is next? This is a G sharp. Is this a G sharp? G sharp. G sharp going once. G sharp going twice. Next string. So this is a G sharp. Next string. This one. Bottom. G sharp. So which one is this one? So which one is the G sharp? I just want to know the G sharp. In fact, I could just Google. On the string, yes, next was G. No, so then without pressing next string is A. So before the A, see there's a G sharp. See there's a G sharp is on the 4th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. This one, sir. Yes. All right, good. So this is the G sharp. So is this the A? Is this the A? The next one, Mr. Adano. Is this the A? Guys, I'm trying to learn this. Chat. Let me see. Guitar notes. Guitar notes. Mnanichanganya kidogo. So, this one is even complicated. So, anyway, so I will learn that, yes, A is on the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is A, right? So no. So is this A sharp? The next one. The 6th fret, is it okay, yep, it is. Thank you, Brian Lee. Okay, so if this is the A, is this the A sharp? No, you skipped a position there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is A. A sharp. Is this A sharp? Fifth fret is A. Yes, I'm at A. No, that's 6th. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. 1. 5 is A. Got it. Correct. Perfect. So which one is this one? This is A. This is the A. So no. Yes, but make sure you're behind the fret. So this one here. Next over is a sharp. So this is an A sharp. Is it? So A sharp, and then this is a B. B. 1 minute. All right. So this is a B. So this is a B, and then is this a C? C. There's no yes, no sharp. Yeah, I remember. There's no B sharp. So this is a C. So if that's a C, then is this a C sharp? C sharp, like the language, coding language. But let's stop on first string. You don't need to know this higher position. No, I just want to know where they are. Just out of curiosity. So this is a C sharp, and then D. That's why it makes it easy to remember if you just memorize where C and F are, because you know the rest have sharp between. Honestly, I don't know. I still don't know, but okay. That's a good tip. Position 5 is the same as the next string. Okay. Bro, I don't know. Okay, so this is C, tulikuwa C ama tulikuwa D? I think tulikuwa D. Tulikuwa C sharp, D sharp, G, then A. Whatever, man. So search for Polyphia playing God on YouTube. Very easy, broski. Thanks, man. Let me copy paste it. Copy. Copy and go to YouTube. and we're going to learn that later. I'm going to search that. So tulikuwa C sharp manze, tulikuwa hapo hivi, but ni kama polyphia. Damn bro, that's a song, but I'll try. So it's reset at 12. It's called an octave. 12, an octave. Okay, this is next step. Go to position. All right. Okay, so I will learn those things later. So which chord should I learn? Which one do you suggest? I think I've learned this one. I don't know the name, but where's my strumming? Where you at, my brother? Where are you? Oh, here you are. So I've learned this and this. This and this. I don't know which chord that is. Nimesahau. And then there's this here. And then there was this, and you put your finger, I think here. Yeah. And you mute your strums like me. You're playing. Yes, I have a tuner. I think I've tuned my guitar, but yeah, I tuned my guitar before I started the live, but I don't have a physical tuner. You're playing chords too high up. What does that mean, man? Learn C, A minor, F major, G major in that order. So Adano, I learned the C now. Is that what you want? I do it live. Okay. Let's start with the C. C chord. C chord guitar tutorial. And we have Justin. All right, so let's learn from Justin. So I'm going to learn the C chord. Nimesema hivyo, C, then A minor, then F major, then G major, in that order. I'm going to copy this comment. How do I copy it? Copy the comment. Let me pin it, but pin that comment. Mbona iko na timer? How do I remove the timer? How do I remove the timer of the comment? Okay, let me learn the C chord. Chords are fun way to learn the notes. TBT. TB. Okay, it should be SBH. To be, oh, you mean to be honest, TBH. Okay. I hope so. Let's learn the C. See the website for help and more information. Justin.
Hi, how you doing? Justin here for lesson 132, which is the C chord. The last of the big 8, which is the main 8 open chord shapes that you learn when you're starting your guitar journey. And this is the last one. This is a C chord. Now, a lot of people find the C chord a little awkward. It's maybe not quite as stretchy as the G chord, or at least not acrosswise, but it is lengthwise. It's a little bit funny. So let's go to a close-up, see if we can sort out the different ways of getting this stretch. It is just a matter of practicing it. I've never, ever, ever, ever had a student who's not been able to do it. I've had students that have really struggled and they've felt like they were never going to do it. But if you persevere, you'll find that the C chord's pretty damn easy. Let's have a look at it. Here we are looking at the C chord. Now, hopefully it doesn't look too bad, but it is a little bit of a stretch. So let's go through the problems and solutions for this chord. So first one, first finger, first fret, second string. Nothing on the E string and nothing on the G string. That's nothing on the first string or nothing on the third string. Second finger is reaching over here to the second fret of the fourth string, and then third finger's got to stretch over here to the third fret of the fifth string. Now, there's a few different little tips we can give you for getting this stretch nice. First of all, if you play it really square like this, it's actually quite difficult to do with the fingers parallel to the frets. You do have to, I can feel that stretching my hand doing that right now. Now, if you look at the way that I'm doing it, I'm kind of laying the fingers over a little bit. Now, if I took my hand off, they're kind of, it looks like they're all in a line. They're all kind of touching each other. And you can see that the angle now is kind of that way a little bit. It's more, it's actually, they kind of look like they're pointing at my eyes, whereas that way they're pointing at the ceiling. We just turn it around a little bit like that, and you get a bit more of a, it definitely makes it easier to play. Yeah. So this way you're really having to stretch the distance between your fingers. Here you're just changing how far each finger is reaching out. That makes a big difference for that one. Now you can probably see there my thumb flopping over there, but actually we want to get that thumb behind for you now. Later on you can use your thumb over here, but for you now, back behind. Now the other important thing with the C chord is that we want to make sure that the tip of this third finger is muting the sixth string. So it shouldn't press down on this string. The very tip of the finger just touches the string and stops it from ringing out. Now the thing that you'll find here with this chord as well, especially when you're going to do the strum,
My hands are sweating.
is there's quite a few places where fingers
Knees
can
weak.
lean over and touch other strings. So
Spaghetti.
there's the correct sound for it. Now, the first note, which is the fifth string, you're probably not going to have too much trouble with. It's pretty straightforward. The next note, here, which is the fourth string, it's very likely here that your third finger is going to be leaning over and touching that fourth string. So that's the first thing that you want to look out for, is making sure that finger's nice and up. Then we have the open G string, which of course this finger, if it's leaning over a bit flat, will mute that G string. First finger should be okay. Not many people have trouble with that note. But then the open E string, if the first finger's leaning over a little bit too much, you'll get the open E string music. So it really is, the trick with C chord is, one, don't be too square like this. Allow your fingers to be a little bit of an angle, and also to make sure that you're really on the points with the fingers. Don't let them lay down too flatly. You'll just always be muting the strings next to them. Okay, I hope you've had fun stretching out for that C chord. It is a little bit of a tough one, but it's not that bad. It just seems impossible right now. But after a week or two,
Hey, Brazil, welcome.
Easier. After a month or two,
Dolphino Computer 999, welcome.
It's not.
This is Kenya.
Guitar chords.
Kenya, welcome to Kenya. Guys, Ebu listen to my to my C chord. Is it? It was a C chord. So
now it's time to get.
Listen to my C chord. Damn. Damn. Hey. Damn. Am I muting my chords? I'm definitely muting my chords. But yes. Okay, so let's build the chord. Play just one finger at a time. Yeah, C is stretch for beginner, and put it together. Okay, so let's try one finger at a time. So I guess that's supposed to be there. It sounds distorted, but okay. Don't strum this 6, okay. And then this was, I think, here. And this other one's here, right? Who came up with these chords? Surely. Universe, castle, fantasy. Yay! Yeah. What does that mean? Center, universe, castle, fantasy. Yeah, is that like a gift? What does that mean? Anyway, so okay, so let's start. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I was distracted with TikTok. So okay. Okay. And okay. So 2 fingers ish kinda sounds kinda almost. So the 3rd finger now. Okay, the 3rd finger. Make sure they're not buzzing, bro. I am trying my level best. Sikieni hiyo ngoma. I give up. Let's go to the next one. I'll learn that later. Don't want the buzzing. This happens because you're not stopping notes cleanly. The buzzing, are you pressing the strings hard enough? Yeah, man. Okay. I wish you saw my hands. All right. So A minor. A minor. A minor guitar tutorial.
Sure, here are some videos.
How to cast A minor. So let's go with this one.
Download the Global app or anything you want and dance away.
You should get used to playing notes without the buzzing. This will help you. I wish I would, but I'm a beginner, so I'm still learning. But anyway, with time,
able to bring back that confidence about their
I'll get there. I definitely will get there.
A minor. I think A minor has to be one of my top favorite chords. It's dark, it's mysterious. I really love
Guys,
how it
like
sounds,
the live, by the way.
It's absolutely
66 likes.
It's just really pretty, and out of all of the minor chords,
Damn, this
hands
chick
down my
is
favorite.
cute.
So building minor, we start with our 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, followed by our 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the 4th string. And then we're gonna just take
Buddha,
our
kwani
3rd
umenipe zile
finger,
ngumu?
also to the 2nd fret, place it 1 string under, and that's gonna be on the 3rd string. So to play the A minor, we're gonna strum down from the 5th string. So you're not gonna play this top string, the low E, the 6th.
Sorry, ma'am, I didn't see
1st fret, 2nd string, followed by our 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the 4th string. And then we're gonna just take our 3rd finger, also to the 2nd fret, place it 1 string under, and that's gonna be on the 3rd string. So to play the A minor, we're gonna strum down from the 5th string. So you're not gonna play this top string, it will be the 6th string. So just here, this open 5th string is actually an A note. So that's our root note of the A minor chord. So when we strum down all together, it should sound like this. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys something that's kind of cool. If you watched my first 7 videos on the basic major chords, then hopefully you know how to build an E major, because if you know how to build an E major, then you're pretty much basically know how to build A minor.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Here
I'm
is
definitely
our major
muting.
chord. Now, if you take this shape and you move everything down to 1 string, you have A minor. Boom. A minor. Crazy, I know. The only difference is how you play it. So obviously when you play the E major, you're going to strum down on all of the strings. A minor, all the strings except for the top one.
Damn, that's
that makes
so
this
easy.
some really easy
Seamless.
transitioning practice. So I really recommend transitioning between the A minor and the E major.
Move your fingers
practice.
closer to the fret. You don't want to be in between the fret. The
really
note
cool.
is perfect pitch at the fret. They are at the fret.
So if you have your A minor here, the only thing that you would change is you would just take your middle finger and your third finger, place it on the third fret, fifth string, boom, that's your C major. So you could literally just practice going from A minor to C major. And a little E major.
I give up.
So that's a fun little practice progression that
Fun?
you can jam out to, and it makes it really easy
Fun.
that the chord shapes
Well,
are all very similar, so transitioning is super simple. And if you want to be ahead of the curve, I highly recommend practicing this A minor shape because it's actually going to come in handy with building our B minor chord. So make sure to stay on that and stay tuned because B minor tutorial is coming up next.
hey, that was hard. If motivation is hard at first, at least do 5 minutes a day. Eventually, you'll get the chords clean. All right, so I've tried that one. So that was hard. Okay, let's see if Justin's tutorial will be easier. Although that's odd because it's the same chord, it's the same finger placement. So I don't think the tutorial will be easier since it's the same it's the same unique. And my phone is running out of battery. Wasi wa TikTok ni kama mtanisamehea kidogo, but bado.
Hi, how you doing? Justin here. In this video today, we're going to be checking out the A minor chord, which is the first minor
Oh
chord. that
damn!
we've been
Thanks,
looking at
thanks,
as part of our beginner course.
Mehmet
So,
Ba.
first thing you need to know
Kurel.
about A minor is it's actually really easy. In fact, it's if you've done any practice,
It is
well,
very
hopefully you've
easy.
done some. If you've done enough practice on your E chord, you
I
should
wish.
find A minor really easy because it's exactly the same shape as an E chord, but on a different set of strings. So let's get to a close-up of the A minor now and get you playing this new minor sound. Well, here we go. Here's a look at your A minor chord. Fantastic little chord it is too. Now, as you can see, it looks almost identical to E. If I just move over to an E chord, there's E, there's A minor. Yeah, pretty straightforward, this one. So let's go through just one at a time and have a look at any problem areas. So first finger's going down now on the second string at the first fret. Second finger is going down in the second fret of the fourth string. And third finger goes down underneath at the second fret of the third string. Make sure you notice that there's a cross at the bottom of the thickest string there on the neck diagram. So we're not going to play the thickest string.
Okay.
But starting on the fifth string, we should have that very nice sounding chord. Again, if there's a problem with the A string, probably your second finger is leaning forward and touching it, so pull it back. It's very unlikely you'll have a problem with the D string note or the note A, which is the one on the G string. There's 3. Here with the first finger. If you're having trouble with the second finger, that is almost certainly the third finger will land a little bit too flat like that. So bring it up nice and remember the really is these fingers have got that roundness to them. That's really important. So third finger nice and round, you shouldn't have any problem with the first finger. And also making sure that if the first string sounds like that is a bit dead, it's just bringing that first finger forward to making sure, so you really make sure that you're using your fingertips every time. That's really important And then remember, of course, strum. And strum again. There's nothing much more difficult about the A minor than that. It's pretty simple
Cat.
to making sure, so you really make sure that you're using your fingertips every time. That's really important. And then remember, of course, strum. And strum again. There's nothing much more difficult about the A minor than that. It's a pretty simple chord, pretty straightforward, quite easy to change to and from if you've got used to E already. So get that one under your fingers and then join me for the next
Hello, Flo.
chord when you're ready.
Damn, that was hard. Still not easy, but I will practice tomorrow and I'm going to show you guys. So let me read the comments here. So Oli King says better than your C. Thanks. Oh, thanks. Okay, Spencer Vaughan. Vaughan. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. By the way, where are you from, Spencer? I don't play open E. Don't play open E. What does that mean? Brian Lee. Also, have your nails cut if they aren't? Yeah, they're cut. Definitely. They're cut. See my nails. Keep learning. So, Brian Lee, where are you from? And thanks. So should I cut them or should I keep them long? Meht Baha Gurel, keep learning. You definitely won't regret it. I've been learning since 2 months, but I really made progress. Awesome. Thanks. Thanks for the encouragement. Spencer, not past the fret, my guy. Only King, to be honest, the fret should do the work for you. It's bad to be on the fret. It will cause buzzing. Okay. Brian Lee, if motivation is hard at first, then at least do 5 minutes a day. Eventually you'll get chords clean. Thank you, my guy. Thank you, man. And then who else? They call it noodling when you just play your own thing. This is good thing to do, just to build up your finger strength and have some fun. I'm definitely noodling. Yeah. Don't be afraid to just try your own things out. Correct. Si ngumu, nimekupea zenye huenda pamoja. Mazezo vitu ni hard. Ungenipe two finger chords. But kuna ingine moja. Hiyo comment yako, kuna ingine moja sijafanya, which I'm going to do now. So thanks. Oli King, don't be afraid to just try your own. Thanks. Mehmet Baha. It's all about the fun, having fun, and all end of the day. Thanks, man. Thank you all, man. Thanks. Okay, I don't know if you guys are men. So thank you, all of you. So hiyo ingine ilikuwa gani mse? Alafu najua hii simu yangu iko how many? Iko 14%. Oh my God. My phone is 14%. Okay, so learn C. Okay, the comment is learn C, A minor, F major, and G major in that order. So let's do an F major before my phone dies. F major guitar tutorial.
Sure, here are some videos.
Okay. Now look at this.
G'day guys, my name's Dave Tran from Guitar Zero to Hero, and in this lesson I'm going to be teaching you how to finally play the F chord. This is the most dreaded chord for every single beginner out there, but I'm going to teach you 4 different
The
ways
F
of playing
chord.
this chord, starting
The
from
F
the easiest
chord.
version up to the dreaded
The
F
freaking
bar
chord.
So let's start with the easiest way of playing the F chord. We're going to start with our ring finger, place that on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Middle finger will go on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your index finger will go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. We're going to be muting every other string here. So we're only going to be strumming these 3 strings. Your 1st string, 6th, and 5th string are all going to be muted. And that's the easiest way possible of playing an F chord. Now the next F chord that you can play, which is probably more common and more acceptable, is building on the easiest F chord we just had. So with all our fingers in that position, our index finger is actually going to bar the 1st fret for the 2nd and 1st strings. So you're going to push that down for both strings. And from the 4th string we have, and that is the second easiest way to play an F chord, and probably more common than that first one we learnt as well. The 3rd way we can play an F, which starts to sound a bit fuller, is by taking our ring finger and moving that up to the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And with our pinky now, we're going to replace where our ring finger originally was and put that on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. So we have, and that's the 3rd easiest way to play the F chord.
That easiest way. That easiest way.
We're still barring that 1st fret at 2nd and 1st strings. We have the hardest way of playing the F, and the one that all beginners dread, but you need to learn how to play this. I can't stress this enough. It is so important because it's going to form the basis of every other bar chord that you're going to play in the future. So from our last position that we had, we'll just now take our index finger and we'll place it across the whole 1st fret. So now the 6th string will be hit on the 1st fret. The 2nd and 1st strings will also be hitting the 1st fret. Now, strength-wise, it's really important that your thumb is behind the fretboard here because it's going to make it easier to clamp down this index finger onto the 1st fret. Now, one little trick for this bar chord is the fact that you don't actually need to push down on every single string with this index finger. What are the main strings we need to ring out? Well, it's the 6th string, the 2nd string, and the 1st string. So that means you can really just only apply pressure down the bottom here and apply pressure up at the top by just sort of curling your finger in a bit more when you're pushing down. And that way, you're only hitting the notes that really matter. And the F chord will sound fairly nice without you having to strain by pushing every single finger down. Just concentrate on that top string, the 2nd and the 1st string. Now with every single F chord that I've just shown you here, it's really important that you play every string of that chord to make sure it rings out, and then you can play that chord. This is whilst you're practicing the chord, but it'll really help you identify where you're going wrong with the chords. So for the easy one, make sure every string's ringing out, and then pop them all together. And the second one, make sure they're all ringing out, then strum them all together. Then the 3rd one, make sure it's all ringing out, then strum them all together. And finally, the real F chord. All the notes
That one
ringing
was
out
hard.
nicely. Now we're gonna strum them.
Ngumu.
So hopefully this will help you guys play the F chord that is so common in a lot of my tutorials and videos. Be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook, and also check out
Nextly,
bar chord
G
lessons
major.
here for more
How to play G major tutorial chord on a guitar. G major chord guitar tutorial.
clarification on bar chords.
G major chord tutorial on a guitar.
Okay, here are some videos.
See you later. See you later. So guys, this is the last one before I end the
C
chat.
major is definitely in that group of some of my top favorite chords to play on the guitar.
Play the words. Great job. You've gone like 90 minutes. Don't
I'm going to show
forget
you
to take
a
a break.
couple of different shapes. We're going to have like the basic open shape, and then we're going to have the full open shape. The basic one is kind of where every beginner starts off at. So I learned how to play this one with my last 3 fingers. I'll show you another alternative to that as well. Basically, going to start with our second finger to the 2nd fret, 5th string, followed by our 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 6th string. And then our last finger, also 3rd fret, but on the 1st string. So another way that you can make this shape is with your first 3 fingers instead, just like this. Same shape, just different fingers. This might actually make it easier for transitioning to and from certain chords.
Hey, James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and this is the G chord. We're going to show you how to play it, and we're also going to show you some things that you can focus on that'll help you make that chord sound even better. Hopefully you're following along with our free ebook, which you can find at GoodGuitarist.com, and there's a link to that and a bunch of other stuff down below in the description. The ebook goes over the very basics of strumming and playing rhythm guitar. It's intended to E string, we'll take our 2nd finger. So instead of avoiding making bad habits, you focus on making good ones. To play this chord, on the low E string, we'll take our 2nd finger and place it on the 3rd fret. On the A string, we'll take our 1st finger and place it on the 2nd fret. The D string remains open. That means we let it ring without pressing any frets. The G string remains open. We also let it ring without pressing any frets. On the B string, we'll take our 3rd finger and place it on the 3rd fret. On the high E string, we'll take our 4th finger and place it on the 3rd fret. For a G chord, we strum all 6 strings. So let's try it out. We're going to strum the guitar like we'll take our 4th finger and place it on the 3rd fret. For a G chord, we strum all 6 fret. On the high E string, we'll take our 4th finger and place it on the 3rd fret. For a G chord, we strum all 6 strings. So let's try it out. We're going to strum the guitar like this. Don't worry if it's not perfect yet. We'll work on that next. Just jump in and give it a shot. That was great. And don't worry if the G chord isn't sounding perfect yet. It sounds more like this. There are 4 common techniques that we can take into consideration: finger placement, or how close to the fret or far from the fret you're pressing down; finger pressure, which is how hard you're pressing down; thumb placement, which means positioning your thumb properly to help support your fingers better; and finally, how curved or arched your fingers are. As a beginning guitarist, making your chords sound clear is one of the most important skills to develop.
Guys,
If you're on our site following
I'm going to try to learn those chords
we recommend practicing that
during the day. So thanks
Now,
Adano for your
make sure the chord is properly.
recommendation.
You do this by holding the chord as
Hey
best you
guys,
can,
I'll be live
and
also
each string
tomorrow.
one at a
Tomorrow
time
I'll be
to see
live.
if they're all doing their job.
Same time from 10 p.m. Maybe 10 15 to 11:30. Wow, it's almost 12. So catch me tomorrow inaandikangwa
But
aje?
if you want to take it a step further, here's something to consider. We've been playing G this way.
Tomorrow
But we can use an alternate fingering. We put our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, our 2nd finger
I'll be
and
live.
it's open, and here's where it's different. The B
At
string is open. So instead of
10
having a ring finger
p.m.
there,
10
it's
p.m.
open. And then we put our fourth finger on the third fret at the top. So it's really just one note different. But the big difference comes in the chords that you play around it. For instance, this new voicing that we showed you is really easy to switch from G to C with. And the other one is easier for G to D. So just explore those two voicings and see what you can get out of it. Don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks for
check out our
joining,
website, and
guys.
Visit us on social media. Bye for now.
Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. All right. So going to end the stream. Bye, guys. End streams tomorrow. Adios, muchachos.